The Arcade Club is the biggest arcade venue in Europe. Its founding origins began in a warehouse in Haslingden, Rosendale in 2014 by owner and founder Andy Palmer. The place started with 100 machines, ranging from the 1970s to modern day. That is until the Arcade Club was finally moved to Ela Mill in Bury, Greater Manchester in 2015, where the Arcade Club began to grow and show its popularity.
I've been interested in arcades since probably the early 90s when I found something called a supergun, which was something you could actually interface original arcade boards to a normal television or an RGB SCART television. I found out that you could actually buy the arcade boards cheaper than you could actually buy the Mega Drive conversions, stuff like Strider, Ghouls and Ghosts, etc., available for £40 from an arcade operator, original board, but it was about £60 maybe more on import for the Mega Drive when it came out. So that's actually initially got me interested because, why play the conversion when you can play the original games at home?
The Arcade Club invites everyone of all ages, from newcomers to arcade enthusiasts, with every machine being free to play with a range of machine types for everyone to enjoy, and also includes 3 bars where food and drink is cheap and affordable, including the beer.
The thing that I found most bringing in for me for the company really was the Japanese games. Really, it's a niche, a hobby for a lot of people, and which you don't really see in the UK before until we've came here. I wanted to be a part of that so I could fix these machines and hopefully use my skills from that I've used on these machines to go to different countries and work in different places like Japan, America and all those kind of places really.
My favourite machine, I think, is Phoenix, because when I was at college, we had a working men's club over the road that had a little cocktail table Phoenix game, which I used to play. And I also have my own now, an upright version. Down in the workshop, though it's a bit poorly.
Due to the success of the Arcade Club in Bury, Andy Palmer succeeded in expanding the business, which led to the opening of a new venue in Leeds in 2019 and an upcoming venue in Blackpool later in 2020.
A lot of games that I played in a childhood, say Blackpool, etc., in Southport when I used to go with my grandparents and my brother. I didn't know the names of, but now you actually see them, you go, that's that game I used to play. For instance, Star Force, one of my personal favourites. When I actually got the board, it was like, that's that game. Yeah, that's that game we played at the airport when I was probably about 12 or 13 or something like that. So yeah, I see a lot of games and stuff that I forgot the names of many years ago, but now I can actually see them in the flesh. I know what they are, and it's brilliant. Yeah, it's actually, it's given me a new lease of life, Arcade Club, because you've gone through the learning process, you've gone through the enjoyment, etc., in your 20s and 30s. But this has given me a real kick, and it's my reason for living now, Arcade Club. I put 110% into it.
I used to repair TVs, videos, washing machines, anything with a plug on. That's what I used to do. And then I worked in IT, teaching IT to kids for a few years, which didn't pay well. So I thought, I'll go and get a job in a computer shop. And there was one near me, so I sent my CV of what I can do. And I instantly got a phone call back from Andy. He invited me in, and there was a couple of monitors on the bench. He said, we've been struggling with these for a while, can you fix them? So I had them both fixed in like half an hour or so, and he said, right, you've got a job. And that's how I started working here. And then since then, I've had, all these games I've never even heard of before, but I do like playing them.
My dad, Julian, he's a technician, and he was brought in by Andy to fix a couple of machines, and when he started working here, he brought me along to have a look at it, and I found the place absolutely amazing. And I just kept coming back, and I eventually found myself being in a job for 3 years here.
The arcade industry has had some controversial moments, such as the introduction of the fighting game Mortal Kombat in the early 1990s. How does Andy Palmer see this subject from his perspective?
The gambling aspect, I think, is a controversial subject where the arcade industry is concerned, and how they're actually luring kids into a gambling world, etc. I mean, now you can just literally take a credit card into a lot and just get your credit card to do, you're not getting a pocket full of quarters or 10p's or 50p's or whatever and going in with actual money you've got on you. You're using credit sometimes to play the games, which I think is very dangerous, especially in the gambling industry. It's kind of teaching kids to be gamblers, and they're not playing the games to actually get a high score and enjoy the game. They're playing it just to get tickets to get a teddy bear or whatever off the shelf. I don't agree with that. I think that's taking what we originally built with the arcades and actually the gameplay element away, and it's just turning it into a massive money machine, which it has to be to exist, but I think it could have done better.
From a very small warehouse to now the largest arcade club in Europe, and with the recent success of having expanded the club to both Leeds and soon Blackpool, what does the Arcade Club have in store for the future?
You see how busy this place is at a weekend. We get people in the 60s, 70s, 80s, down to little children, all coming here, enjoying all the games.
We've done it in such a way where it's fairly priced for everybody. There's a massive amount of machines set, so we stay on top of all the maintenance, and we've got an incredible team as well that work on the machines and stuff, Arcade Club. And it works, and now everyone's trying to jump on the bandwagon using our business model and stuff, but they kind of get it all upside down and wrong and change bits and stuff, and they just mess it up. It doesn't seem to be working. We've seen a couple of arcades close recently that started up a couple of years ago on the back of what we've done, but they're just not addressing it properly.